Okay, a friend of mine here is going to explain to me and to you what all's going on. Let me show you the little one. That's little Verity, and that's, of course, Andy. That's the dad. So go ahead. Explain to me whatever you want, Andy.
Well, this is Verity, and she got her heart transplant 6 months ago in December, middle of December. And we got out of the hospital on Valentine's Day, but then she got sick. She's immunosuppressed post-transplant. So when she gets sick, at this point it's serious.
We're in ICU, obviously.
Yeah.
What part of the ICU, of all the ICUs?
Cardiac ICU.
That's this whole floor?
This whole half of floor. There's 24 rooms for the cardiac ICU.
Okay.
Only 16 of them are filled right now, but yeah.
Okay.
Most of this one, cardiac ICU.
Now she's only connected to a couple of things.
Right now she's only connected to go. She just has the feeding tube going in her nose here, and she has the ventilator tube, the ET tube, which is connected to the ventilator. So that's doing her breathing for her, and it regulates how much, the percentage of oxygen she gets, the rate, how large the lungs stay inflated when she exhales, and then how much pressure is put in the lungs when she inhales. And then she really only has one IV line in her arm here right now, because there's not a lot going in. That's her pumps over there for the IV. There's only, I think, 2 medicines going right now, and then she's also getting food via the IV, or nutrition via the IV right now. But she's had a lot more in previous times, but she's doing pretty well right now.
You were explaining something about these?
Yeah, so that picture up there, and the one on the cabinet behind you, up the top one, and then that picture over there are all watercolors my wife has done while she's been here. So they're, one of the
You
doctors told us
alternate.
we needed
We're in Seattle, and they live 2.5 hours, 3 hours?
if there's no traffic.
Down in Portland, so they have lived, one of you has lived up here, I mean, alternating for the last 11 months, right?
Yeah, this Sunday will mark a year that we came up here, because we came up before she was born. She was born here
Yeah.
in Seattle.
Well, actually, technically, she was born, what, a mile away?
Yeah, yep. You drove right by the hospital. When you
Oh,
came
did I?
up. Yeah,
Okay.
she was born at University of Washington Hospital.
Okay.
And then immediately drove here.
In a fancy,
It's a big ambulance.
an incredible ambulance, right?
Yeah.
So this monitors all kinds of things.
So
huh?
this one is just the ventilator. So this one, normal oxygen that we breathe in the atmosphere is 21% oxygen. The rest of it's non-oxygen. So right now she's at 40% oxygen, which is more than you and I are breathing. And then this also measures how fast the ventilator is delivering breaths, 30 rates per minute. This is the PEEP, which mandates how large the lungs stay inflated when she exhales. And then the pressure support is how much pressure is given when she inhales. So
Wow.
and then there's a couple other things here too, but this one here is just the 24-hour running total for vitals, which this one over here is the one that most people look at, because this just shows her current heart rate right up there. This shows her respiratory rate based off the chest tube she's got on her chest right now. And this is her carbon dioxide output, and then her percentage of oxygen in her blood coming off of her toe right now, based off the SAT probe there. And then this is just her blood pressure monitoring, which they're just taking at intervals right now based off the cuff on her arm. So she's not hooked up to as much as she has been hooked up.
Yeah, well, I've seen pictures where you could hardly see her. She had so many cables and tubes and so forth.
Yeah, but we've handed out hundreds of these now.
Okay.
The Verity edition of the Inner Peace book.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have you here as the author. The
Yeah.
author with the one who's the edition.
Yeah, he's been giving out these books to all over the hospital, to the different doctors. And
Yeah, doctors, nurses, medical staff,
Yeah.
security guard downstairs we talked to.
So this is the same thing as the Inner Peace book. It's just, I don't know if you can even see it straight on the picture, but anyway, it's a special edition and has her picture on the back there. So this is the first time I've ever met her.
You have. We took her home for 1 weekend while she was out of the hospital for 3.5 weeks.
And you did that testimony at church then, right?
Yeah, but she wasn't there when I did that. I did that before she came home.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Because I've seen that online.
Yeah. That was before she came home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We were out for 3.5 weeks in February and March, but then most of her life has now been spent here.
Here in the hospital.
Yeah. And in the cardiac ICU specifically.
And the little heart she has is working just fine?
Yes, the heart itself is working fine.
Uh-huh.
She's got some issues with her lungs.
With lungs and intestines, was that something pre-programmed that they knew would have to do, or?
Likely a casualty from the poor blood flow she had right after she was born. So, yeah. But she has had 2 surgeries. This should have been the second one, which should be done now.
Okay.
So, should be all back to normal.
Well, good. If you want to say thanks to those who prayed for,
for everybody who's prayed for sure.
You have that Facebook storyline.
Right.
If you follow, look for them on Facebook.
Yeah.
But it's called Verity Blessings, right?
Verity Blessings. Yeah.
And they have pictures and updates very often, and we're delighted. Okay, well, I'll let it go at that. Thank you.